What's up, everybody? We're back with another food review here on the channel, and this time, I don't know quite what Oreo was thinking, but we're gonna find out. Today we have the Oreo Chocolate Covered Pretzel cookies. Now, the reason I say I don't know exactly what they were thinking is the fact that just recently, and I already had this review out on the channel, they had the Post Malone Oreo. Now, it was slightly different than this, but what it was a salted caramel pretzel. And it had the swirl of the cream, but it had the salt in it and stuff, and it had a lighter pretzel-y like cookie to it. You know, it was a very similar concept. So my thing is, I'm kind of hoping that this isn't too close. I'm hoping this is gonna be different enough to differentiate itself from the way that was. Again, this is chocolate covered pretzel versus the salted caramel pretzel, but we'll see. We'll see how they differ. So the interesting thing is, it is a pretzel flavored cookie, which is topped with salt and then chocolate flavored cream in the middle. So that, I'm hoping, is going to be enough of the breaker to get it to taste different. The salt is on the outside as opposed to mixed into the cream, but the chocolate cream in the middle might change this up just enough to make it its own thing and not be too close to that previous similar flavor. So as usual, we're gonna go ahead and open it up. We'll take one, we'll eat one, we'll try a plain one, but with Oreo being Milk's favorite cookie, we got some milk to dunk it into to try it that way, and then we'll give our final review, our rating. Now, real quick, we'll go over nutrition facts. As always, I like to read these just to see what the base stuff is. I don't go over everything on the list, but there it is. If you guys would want to pause and read it yourself, you can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and read it here for you. So there is 10 servings per container. This is a smaller package. It's not a family size or anything. It is a 10.68 ounce package. So a serving size is roughly 2 cookies. Calories is 140. Total fat is 6 grams. Saturated fat is 2 grams. Trans fat is 0 grams. Cholesterol 0 milligrams. Sodium is 180 milligrams. Total carbohydrates 20 grams, which includes 0 grams of dietary fiber and 11 grams of total sugars, which are all added sugar, and 1 gram of protein. Nothing too out of the ordinary, it seems, for these cookies. I mean, maybe a little bit higher in the sodium content. I'm not sure if that's different. I would assume that's because of the salt, the added salt in it. But other than that, I don't really think this is too different from most other Oreo flavors. But let's go ahead and open it up. Ooh. All right, do the smell. I'm mostly getting the chocolate. I'm mostly getting the chocolate scent coming from it. Not too much of the pretzel, which, you know, pretzels, they do kind of have a distinct scent. If you open up a bag of pretzels and you smell it, it's, you know what it is. You know that scent. I'm not really getting that from this. And of course, it's most likely, actually, I think it even says here, yeah, artificially flavored. So it's an artificially flavored cookie, so it's not, you know, like it's an actual pretzel cookie. Like sometimes you'll get like the pretzel crackers or pretzel buns and things that are baked in the same way that, you know, they are pretzel, whereas this is an artificially flavored cookie. Now it is a thick amount of cream in these. It's not, they're not listed as the double stuff, but they are a thicker amount of cream. That's interesting. Smells really good though, overall. So, and if you look closely here, I'll hold it up and see if you guys can see it. But if you look closely, you can actually see the little salt crystals in all the little cracks and things on the cookie there. And don't mind, I have some stuff on my hands here. I washed them and it's not coming off, whatever it was from a little project I was working on earlier, but it's not coming off of my hands, but my hands are clean. So anyways, moving on. Go ahead and split it open. You can see just plain chocolate cream, and then you got the pretzel cookie. So let's try a cookie piece on its own, and we'll try the other side with the cream, and then we'll dunk one in the milk and give our review. Ooh, that is weird. Not necessarily in a bad way, but that is so weird. It actually does, even for being artificial, it actually does kind of taste like a pretzel in a good way. That's actually kind of good. I like it. I didn't think I would, but I do like it. Let's try it with the cream though. Ooh. Ooh, wow. Ooh, okay. The cream, the cookie and the cream, like the flavor balances really well together. Even with half the amount of cookie, because I split it there to show the inside, it balances pretty well together and has a decent flavor overall. The pretzel, I mean, it doesn't 100% taste like a pretzel. It's got enough of the flavor coming through that you can tell that, you know, yeah, that's what it's intending to be. Tastes like a salted pretzel. And with the chocolate cream, it doesn't quite give off the identical flavor of like what an actual chocolate coating would be on a pretzel, whether you're just dipping in plain melted like semi-sweet or milk chocolate or whatever, or dark chocolate. You know, you get this is more of like an icing cream type flavor. But overall, it still tastes enough that you get what it's going for. You can understand what they're going for, and it's not like a, ooh, that's kind of strange. I don't like that kind of vibe. I do like this. But the ultimate test here is, how is it with the milk? So we'll do a dunk, give it a couple seconds here, and then we'll try it. I think we're safe. Ooh. Okay. Wow. That is really strange. No, it's not like I was expecting milk to change the flavor or anything like drastically, but if you've ever had, you know, plain Oreos with milk, or just any kind of a sandwich cookie dunked in milk, let it, you know, start to get a little dampened, you know, you eat it, it's softer or whatever. This has the same, you know, hold up as far as the other Oreo cookies and things go. It's still, you know, falls apart after a couple seconds of starting to, you know, soak in the milk. But if you taste like a plain original Oreo cookie, and then the taste of it dipped in milk, the texture and stuff, the way it feels, the way you eat it, the mouthfeel of the cookie is different. This here, it's almost like you don't taste any difference because of the milk in some ways, but it's almost like it enhances the pretzel flavor of the cookie. And that is so odd. I didn't expect that. I kind of expected, if anything, that it was going to just I don't know how to say that. It almost feels like it wanted to hold up more, because maybe just the whole concept of it being pretzel flavored made me feel that or think that. But it definitely the milk brought out the pretzely flavor a little bit more. It was good. Still not my favorite Oreo, but it was pretty darn good. Now, if I had to review or give an actual rating for it, I should say. With this one, I feel like this is going to be a cookie that's only going to be a limited time. It's not going to be a permanent flavor. It says a limited edition on the package, but you know, sometimes that'll change. I don't feel this is one that's going to hold up. And personally, I did like the salted caramel pretzel, the Post Malone ones, better than what these were. And of course, when it comes to Oreo cookies, I still love like the classic and the peanut butter and stuff much better than a lot of these ones. And I prefer the chocolate cookie over either the vanilla or like this one being the pretzel. And there's been other like lighter colored flavored Oreo cookies before, but I think, and I can't really remember what I gave the Post Malone review wise, rating wise, but I think for this one, good flavor, something that I would eat more of, but still not one like if I was given the choice and somebody held out 2 packages of Oreos, they held out this one or the Post Malone, I was going to take that one, the Post Malone. If they held out this one and the classic Oreo, I'm going to take the classic Oreo over this. This is probably going to be a solid 7 out of 10 for me. Good flavor, good texture, good with the milk. Just still not the best. Kind of falls a little bit downward. I think its novelty is there. And again, it does, you can taste what it's going for. You can taste that it's supposed to be the chocolate covered pretzel. It's not bad in any way, shape, or form. But I think I'd rather just have a chocolate covered pretzel. In the end, I used to love either making them homemade or getting like a bag of ones from the store. And I forget, there was a brand a while back that I used to really like. I can't remember what it was, but you could get plain ones, or you could get ones that they would chocolate cover the peanut butter filled little pretzel bites, you know, and things like that were really good to me. But I prefer the chocolate covered pretzels like this, the little bow tie shape. I like those pretty good. But yeah, I think a solid 7 out of 10. This is good, but could be a little bit better. And just overall, I don't think it's really the best in their lineup of what they have for Oreo cookies. With that being said, let me know down in the comments if you've tried these, or if not, what's your favorite Oreo cookie? Or cookie in general, what's your favorite cookie? I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time out of your day to hang out here on the channel and watch these videos and all my other content that's out there. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel to help me continue to grow and bring you more cool stuff like this. With that said, that is it for this one, and I will see you next time.